+50 free webinars in the series and counting.
Spreading awareness. Sharing knowledge, connecting experts. Removing stigma from society by education. Breaking the bridge between the expert and the learner, because we believe the only way to break the stigma connected to mental health is by education.
Introducing PsyCoolG Connect.
Not only free webinars, we also provide premium workshop and intensive internship programs. India's most affordable and intensive programs by leading experts and experienced resource person. Connect with us, subscribe us for free webinars and free learning.
Hello, Shivalika.
Ma'am. Good afternoon. Good afternoon,
Good
Garima ma'am,
afternoon.
and good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Shivalika, and good afternoon to all the participants. Today, Anamika ma'am is the first one to join us. Good afternoon, ma'am. Deepak Jangra sir, good afternoon, sir. And good afternoon to all the participants who have joined us on YouTube as well as Facebook. I welcome all the participants today in this webinar organized by PsyCoolG Connect, which is an initiative by PsyCoolG Wellness Private Limited. We are ISO certified and registered under Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India. This is our 64th webinar and I welcome you all again in this webinar. This webinar is free, just need your time and attention. But certification is paid and that is on volunteer basis. So if you are interested, then only opt for it. Otherwise, you can skip that. And the link for certification and feedback is provided in the description box. Please do fill that feedback link. That link is something which helps us in improvement. So if you are not interested in certification, that is not an issue, but please do fill the feedback link. And today we have Mrs. Meghna Singh to share her views as a resource person. She is a counseling psychologist and joint head of Peace of Mind Counseling Services located in Noida. So with it, I would like to hand over the mic to ma'am.
Thank you so much, Garima, and thank you, Shivalika. I've been in contact with Garima all this last week trying to set this up. So, thanks a lot for inviting me to present this particular webinar, which is based on the topic IKIGAI. So, may I start? Shall I start? I hope people are joining in, or shall we take some more time?
I think, ma'am, we can start. Most of the
Okay,
participants have joined us.
okay.
Yeah.
I hope everybody can see my screen.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay. So, because I cannot see anybody else, I can only see the screen. So, I always try to start my presentations or interactions with the people who have joined in or who are in front of me with some kind of, exercise, which in fact I have recently picked up from Dr. Drama. So, I think it will really help, and it actually lays down the foundations of Ikigai. So to start with, I would really like everybody who has joined in that please loosen up yourselves. Like be so ready to, listen and learn and understand what Ikigai is and how it can maybe change your life or change your perspectives. So I would really wish if you could all just stretch your arms, and I'm pretty sure everybody has just had their lunch and might be feeling a bit sleepy and tired, and some might have been forced to join, or some are just online so they don't have anything else to do, that's why they have joined. So for everyone like that, please just stretch your arms, and I want all the focus, all the energy in today's interaction, and I want it to be as interactive as possible. And hopefully you will make notes and bother me a lot at the end of the presentation with lots of queries. So I'll try to try my best to answer each one of you. So here it is. We start with Ikigai. So everybody must have already researched, Googled. Ikigai is a Japanese term, and it comes from the Okinawa island that is in Japan, and it is the philosophy of the people who live there. And we say that it's the Japanese way of life. So I'm already starting my first slide with the takeaways, because I really wish that whatever we do in this 1 hour, you are able to take away something. You should not go away and say, "What was it? Yeah, it was rubbish. It was kya tha, ikigai, ikigai. I don't know." But I don't want that. I really want each one of you to at least take away something from this session and try to bring in little changes in your lifestyle, in your perspectives, in your thought process, in your behavior, so that you are able to come closer with ikigai, or even find your ikigai for that matter. So I'll really discuss in detail about what is the concept of ikigai. Okay, and I want you to take that. The moment this concept clicks, you will know what to do. You should be very motivated to search for your own ikigai. So it's really, really important that we look within ourselves. What is it that clicks? What is it that keeps us on our toes? So you should be always motivated to search for your ikigai. Sorry. Yes. And I want you to be able to integrate your mission of life, the passions you have, the vocation that you want to follow, and the profession that you are already in. If you are able to strike that balance, if you're able to integrate your mission, passion, vocation, and profession, then I'm pretty sure that you will find your ikigai pretty soon. And it is quite possible, yes, it is, to jump off your bed daily without without any kind of frown, any kind of, again the same morning, the droopiness. No, you will be always rejuvenated and excited to get out of the bed. So it is possible. Probably start thinking about your own ikigai. So I would really wish that you take away from this session that what your ikigai can actually be. So let's straight away jump into the concept of ikigai. So what exactly is ikigai? It is the Japanese secret for a very long and happy life. You will be really surprised that Okinawa Island, where the villagers or the people who follow ikigai, their maximum number of centenarians live. When I say centenarians, it means people who live longer than 100-year-old, and the maximum number of people are found there in Okinawa. And so people have actually researched what exactly could be the reasons that people exactly in that part of the island have so long life and they're healthy and they don't have any ailments. Okay. So it's a long Japanese secret to a long and happy life. Ikigai isn't just another guide on how to be happy. Actually, it is not a guide to be happy. The ultimate goal of Ikigai is not happiness. It is about having a life which is worthwhile, which is fulfilled, and which has no regrets. And practicing Ikigai helps each one of us discover the life's purpose that provides us the meaning of existence. So it's very important. Everybody of us are just running around trying to achieve this, do that, but still somewhere we feel lost. Why is it? Why we need to ask that? What is it that we are trying to get at? I think this lockdown has really taught us a lot in terms of to be more patient and to be able to survive and sustain with minimum requirements. But then again, the moment this lockdown is over or the corona threat is gone in another 6 months or 1 year, so we will be back to the normal that we were already that we already were. So, okay, the aim is to discover things. So, Ikigai allows us to discover things that you are really good at. When I say good at, it means that you really have the skills for it. You are really passionate about it. And that which also gives you pleasure. There are so many things throughout the day that we keep doing which actually we don't like to do. We have to go to work. We have to get up and leave our bed every morning to do the mundane jobs. So children have to go to school, they have to study. So there are so many things that we try to do which in general is what we are supposed to do, but with time we lose the interest, we lose the pleasure that used to give us. Okay, so let us again now come to the real concepts of ikigai. Ikigai is the reason for each one of us to jump out of bed each and every morning. So it is actually two words, iki, that means to live, and gai means reason. The reason for which we are breathing, we are existing. Okay, so that is what ikigai is. It is also a purpose of life, but with motivation. When I say motivation, it's not like somebody else is pushing you, but motivation is actually that comes from within, where you are self motivated, where you are spontaneously motivated to find your purpose and lead the purpose that you believe in, and it's constant flow of energy. So the thing that we just did, we moved our hands. I hope you all did because I can't see you. But this movement, this flow of energy, it should be always there. We should not get stuck. When I say we should not get stuck, it doesn't mean that you don't take time off and you don't sit idle, or that you don't ponder and you don't contemplate. You do all that, but still, even those things have purpose. Whatever you think, whatever you do, even if you're idle, it should have a purpose. The purpose should be maybe just to rest, just to relax, just to maybe absorb your nature, the surroundings, just to take a step back and think that what my life is, where my life is going, or whatever I'm doing, is it okay? Is it good? Am I feeling okay? So the constant flow of energy should be there. You should be always doing one thing and then the next. And even if you're taking a break, then it should not actually irritate you. I've seen many people who get very irritated if they take a break, they, because their body needs it, but they are unable to cut off from it and get out of it. So no, it should be constant flow of energy. Activities, whatever you do, it should be spontaneous, it should be with full life, it should be with complete willingness. The moment you give 10%, 50%, 60%, you don't give your full to any activity, you will see you will always be a little left behind, a little lagging from others. Even simple things like maybe washing utensils, if you are always grudging about it that during the lockdown there is no maids and I'm taking kind of my example, I need to wash the utensils daily, 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 nobody's there to help me. But rather than saying that, if you can think that I'm doing it for my own house, if I don't clean the utensils, how will I serve the next meal? So you should always find purpose and happiness in what you are doing. We have come to a place where it has become a habit to delegate. वो कर लेगा, ये मेरा काम नहीं है, ये उसका काम है. This is not my job, this is somebody else's job, this is the doctor's job, this is the maid's job, this is the servant's job, this is somebody else's job, it is not my job. So the more and more people are thinking all this, and yes, adding on to it, and my job is what? My job is to only rest, relax, enjoy my life. Eat out, travel, and do all these. I will work. I will focus on my profession, and the remaining time I'll just enjoy my life. So life is not just that. So that willingness to do anything, even a small task of cleaning up your desk, or uh, you know I'm taking examples from our home only, because most of us are logged in home. In our offices also, focusing on small, small things, arranging your workplace, workstation. So there are a lot of things that whatever you do, it should be spontaneous and with full willingness. Okay. And Ikigai is the reason for longevity. So as I mentioned, maximum number of centenarians of the people of Okinawa. And to add on to that, the ladies there live longer than the males. So which is again wonderful. Okay. See, I have actually introduced certain activities in our interaction, because without that, it becomes difficult. So I would really request if you could just quickly in the chat box, and I'm sure Garima and Shivalika will make a note of what are the major life problems that each one of you is going through. You can mention it in the chat box, or you can even write it in your small notepad if you have it with you. So, what are the various problems that you're facing? It could be anything. It could be personal. It could be professional. It could be societal. It could be anything. Any kind of problems or major issues that are troubling you, bothering you. Sorry, and it could be even this lockdown. If it has created some kind of it's irritating you. It has spoiled your behavior in terms of you are always irritated, you are anxious, you are getting very anxious about it, that when will everything will be back to normal. If as a parent you are concerned about your children, that you are unable to bring up them properly, or you are unable to guide them during this lockdown period, or even in life, in general, in life. So anybody, people who are in offices, who are working from home all the time, managing their household work, household chores, and then they are also working online all the time. So all sorts of things, this new permutation combination of leading the life has actually upheavaled many things. Gradually, it might be settling down. We are now settled in our routines, but still, there might be major stressors in your life. So, I would really request if you could write it down. It will help us. So, it will help us to understand the next slide. Okay. So, in general, we are all filled with life. If we have a life, then we will have problems, we will have challenges. It is as simple as that. It can't be always hunky dory. It can't always be, happy. No. If it would have been always happy, then why would we have the navrasas, where we need to be sad, where there can be disgust, where there can be anger. So these are all human emotions. We are human beings, and we are a combination, a package of lot of things. So it is internal as well as external. So internally also we are always evolving, we are always changing, we are modifying based on our environmental changes, based on our personal changes. So everything is actually playing its own role to bring in the challenges in your life, which ultimately might become a problem if you are unable to address it properly. So let's just understand what are the major things. I've tried to list them out. There could be more, but just to, so our goals have no end. It's very ironical. I was also, while writing, I was thinking that me as a counselor, I would always ask my clients to have some goals, short-term goals, long-term goals. But at the end of the day, those goals are mainly to you know uh, better you, make you more self-aware. Okay, but in general, if you see, we are always running after something. The moment I achieve this, I want the next thing. The moment I do this, I want the next thing. So we are always on search of something which is never ending, and that is what always keeps us in kind of that stressful mood. अभी बंगला फिर नहीं, पहले गाड़ी फिर बंगला फिर आई डोंट नो व्हाट नॉट, घूमना फिरना खाना. नाउ एवरीथिंग इज एंड अप टू घूमना फिरना एंड खाना पीना. So anyways, and not satisfied with one achievement, looking at the next achievement. So see, these are not wrong things as long as these are not posing as problems or challenges. So for example, a child who is in 10th, he has to make that transition to class 12th, to 11th and 12th. So that person has to make that transition. There is no way out. There is no other. There are other options, but still, in general. So when you have to take that next step, then it should come easily and naturally to you. The moment you start taking it, considering it as a forced thing or as a pressurized thing, that now the child has to think only of studies, of his future, of his career, then what happens is your performance deteriorates. When I say performance, it doesn't mean the exam, but in general, overall, as a human being, as a person, as a personality, there are changes that happens. And it only happens when you're never satisfied with what you are doing or what you have achieved. Money and more money, of course. We need more money all the time. And all our materialistic associations. Earlier, we were happy with the 21-inch TV, black and white, but then we needed a color TV, then we needed a LED, smart TV. Now we need smart TVs and we need huge TVs. Those televisions that become useless within few months, mostly. So materialistic associations, money and association with materialistic things. Our desires, our needs are all into achieving materials, not with actually achieving, a kind of self actualization, or doing good for the society, the planet, the humanity, the environment. Of course, many people are doing lots of awarenesses there, but in general, our societal structure is such that we have to achieve these things. We have to maintain kind of a status. Okay, negative sentiments. These are the biggest. I should have put them on the top, but still. So Negative sentiments, the negative emotions that we carry, they are the biggest enemies of each one of us. You will see the moment these sentiments come in, you will do something which is not to be done, or even if you do it, it may not be completely right. You see? So, your ego, first and foremost, ego always leads to what? Clashes. Ego always leads to people getting hurt. Ego always leads to a lot of fights. So, yes, ego. And disrespect, selfishness. When you're very self-centered, you are doing things only for yourself, you don't think about anybody else around you. Jealousy, oh god, jealousy, hatred, these are also quite big terms, and we have so many we have a very current problem that is glaringly facing us. uh, One of the actors death. So jealousy, hatred, anger, intolerance. Intolerance has grown a lot in the past 10, 15 years. Intolerance, I'm myself seeing it. People are getting agitated by small words, 3 words. Road rage is increasing. Religious sentiments are getting hurt by very, uh, uh, irrelevant things. There's so many things. So intolerance is actually killing the main structure of our human psychology. you know Senseless competition. If that person has that, I need to have it. If that person is doing something, I need to do it. This competition, I hope everybody will be able to relate to it. So please, if you really feel that yes, you are able to relate to it, just type in yes, I totally agree, or mention something. Please be very interactive, because I can't see you, I can't even see the chats. So I would really request Garima and Shivalika to keep track of the comments that are coming in, and I would really encourage each one of you to please add in your comments as much as you can, wherever you feel that you can relate to the content. Okay, and dissatisfaction. We are never satisfied. Okay, sense of uselessness. Now, this is the other aspect of human nature, and we are seeing this so much these days, that the feeling of uselessness. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. I have no idea. Worthlessness. Because people are not respecting you. If you are receiving these kind of negative emotions, then obviously you will feel worthless. Any person who is being thrust upon by emotions of jealousy, hatred, intolerance, senseless competition, XYZ dissatisfaction, that person will feel worthless. Uncertainty, emptiness. Even after achieving so much, why do I feel that this is not what I wanted? So this kind of emptiness is there. Very young people are going through this. I receive many clients who actually don't have any idea what they want to do. They are in a good profession, they have a good life, they have money, but still they don't know. They don't know what they want, or whatever. If they have achieved, is it fine? Is it okay? No. Sedentary lifestyle, of course, one of our biggest problems. Even gradually, I'm also kind of, touching the borders. Low social interactions. We have forgotten our social values. Poor interpersonal skills. More and more people are getting isolated. Children are busy with their phones, their video games, their studies, whatever. They want to remain in their rooms. They don't want to go out and play. They don't want to interact with people of their same age group. Sedentary lifestyle. We want to sit all the time. We want to sit and eat, and I don't know. Please don't take it otherwise. I'm sure many of us are really working hard. We are not leading a sedentary lifestyle. But yes, in general, if you see the rates in which, if you compare it with last 15 years, 20 years, you will see the difference. Because of technology, because of the ease of the technology, a lot of things are happening which we don't have control upon. Low social interactions. People have actually stopped. Social interactions have actually become all these things: senseless competition, jealousy. Social interactions have become all that. uh, Poor interpersonal skills. People are unable to relate to each other. They are unable to, converse. They are unable to acknowledge the other person in front of them. They are unable to give respect. Their lack of awareness is also there. Who is existing around me? It's not just me. There are so many people around me. So all these things are that are challenges. At the same time, they also create problems in our life. Health issues, of course. So young people are having blood pressure, diabetes, very common, and it's all related to our lifestyle, also our eating habits, also. So health issues. The hospitals are really earning a lot. Don't take it otherwise again. Low physical activities, again this is all related. So if I'm more and more with my phone, with my laptop, if I'm doing a lot of things online, so of course physical activity is reducing. Housework, everything is delegated. Whatever is there is delegated, because I'm not supposed to do it. I'm supposed to do what I'm doing. So that's why physical activity has reduced. So most of the problems, they are of social. The types of problems, they can be religious problems, they can be mental problems, political, environmental, physical, economical, health, personal, and of course professional problems. There could be others also. So yes, I hope people have jot down the most major issues and problems in their lives, because now I am trying to introduce you to the real concept of ikigai. Okay, so this is how we understand with this particular ikigai cycle. We try to understand what ikigai is, how to find your ikigai, and for that we need you to define yourself. So again, I would like to, but there is an activity after this as well. So if you are interested, please join in with your during the activity part. So see, if you can see in these vector areas, you will see that 4 items are written: passion, mission, vocation, and profession. And on the outer circles, you can see it's written what you love. The yellow circle says what you love. The pink circle says what the world needs. The purple says what you can get paid for, and the blue one says what you are good at. So to understand it, what is your passion in life? Passion is mainly something which you are interested in, something which you like to do, something which you really love to do or would love to do. Would is also there. It's not like only what you currently want to do, but it can be something in the future also. So, what you love, and again, what you are good at. When you combine these two, your passion can be fulfilled. Okay. Now, coming on to your vocation part, what you can be paid for. So, for example, I'm a nurse, or I'm teaching, for example, somebody how to stitch, for example, or make something, a manufacturing unit. I'm teaching people to make something, pottery or anything. So that's my vocation. And yes, world needs it. They need clothes. They need pots and pans for a lot of things, for plants, for gardens. And yes, you can be paid for it. So when we succeed in our vocation, we are able to satisfy the world's needs, and we are also paid for it. Now, what can be your mission? Mission is mainly something which you do for the society, you see, and for the world in general. So when that thought process works and it is associated with something that you really love, that becomes your mission. And finally, profession is something that we are all doing. I think each one of us are involved in some or the other kind of profession. So you are good at it, you are skilled, you have all the abilities around that particular thing that you are good at, the activity that you are good at, or your interest that you are good at, and at the same time you are being paid for it. So for example, somebody who studies engineering or medical, they become very skilled in that particular area, and henceforth they choose a profession as a doctor, as an engineer, or in organizations, and get paid very high. But Ikigai, what does Ikigai says? Ikigai says you have to, integrate and combine your passion, your mission, your vocation and profession. If you are able to do that, then you will achieve your Ikigai. Most of us are only lying in the area of profession. Most of us, sorry, some are involved in passion areas. So, for example, there might be housewives who are at the same time they are interested in embroidery, so they might be doing embroidery work at home, or some kind of art and crafts. They might be loving to, decorate their houses. Okay, and some might be doing it like NGOs and all. They do things for the world. Okay, so that is their mission to, for example, work for the cancer patients, work for the orphans, work for old age people. So that is how it is. And profession and vocation we have already discussed. So when you are able to combine all these three, only then you achieve your ikigai. I did not want to share my own journey around it, but it's a bit ironical that I have come to know about Ikigai after I think I got my Ikigai. So, uh, because I was an ex IT professional, I wanted to do something with my life because I was getting really stuck up in the IT system, and I was not finding a lot of satisfaction. Yes, I was not very satisfied with where I was. So, lot of time went in, contemplating what to do, and I knew that I really liked helping people. So anybody would give me a call or talk with me and come with their any kind of normal challenges, life challenges, my friends, my colleagues, from family, and I would be really openly helping them, with suggestions, with ideas, and and even counseling them for that matter. So that really clicked, and the moment that clicked, and of course the world needs it, so I really loved helping, and I think I kind of was good at. But since I said it can be a futuristic thing, so I studied, I got qualifications, I got skilled in it, and yes, of course you can be paid for it, maybe not too much, but yes, you can be paid for it. And of course the world needs it. So these days, without, I think each family, each individual needs some kind of help and guidance, uh, uh, in their life, in their personal and professional, in different aspects of life. As I mentioned, the problems that people are challenged with, for all those things a counselor will be the right person to help out. So I think somewhere I was able to find my ikigai. So even for yourself, each one of you who are participating, and or maybe who will see this video later, uh, please try to define yourself. What do you love? What do you love to do? What is your passion? What the world needs? Whatever you love, does the world needs? What are you good at? Are you skilled? Do you have all the expertise in the things that you really like to do? It could be anything. It could be music. It could be dance. It could be anything at all. It could be technical aspects. You might be very good in coding. You might be very good in doing surgeries. So anything, and what you can be paid for. So this is actually the entire ikigai. Okay, yes. So there is a question I think all of you should have, that because when you write what you love, it may not be just one thing. You might be loving so many other things. So can you have more than one ikigai? Yes, of course you can have. You can have more than one ikigais, and that is the fun of it. That is the main crux of it. You can have multiple ikigais, and those will drive you in your life. I had to mention these 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have queries around it, I need to mention this as well. That yes, if you lie in this area where you are not, you have the passion, you are in the right profession, but still you feel that it's not working, you are useless, the satisfaction is not there, not complete satisfaction is there. So this is that area. That means some aspect of 2, 3, 4 is sorry, this mission vocation is missing. If you go to the 2, your passion and mission is there, but you are not achieving wealth, because when you are in this area, money is far away from you. You love to do and it's your mission, but there will be no, monetary support. Okay. And if you come to 3, mission is there, vocation is there, but again, I'm so sorry, I'll just, uncertainty is there. Where will I go? Will this work? Whatever I'm doing for the society, will it really help them? How should I expand? So things that those aspects of mission and vocation. And 4 is you are in the right profession, it's your vocation, but maybe you are not getting paid properly. I'm so sorry. So yeah, going back. So you will have the feeling of emptiness. You think you're giving your best, you're doing the best in your office, still things are not working out for you. So again, they are not combined with the other aspects. Okay. So this is the entirety of Ikigai. I want to also mention here that when wealth has been added here, what you can be paid for, of course, money is important in today's life. It has always been. You need money to buy things, to lead a comfortable life. Money is important. This is how we transact in today's world. But then money should not become the only focus. That is the point that Ikigai also tries to make. Okay. Yes, let's all try to make our own ikigai, and I would really wish that you are now quite motivated to make your own ikigai wheel and see where you are lying, whether what is missing, what is missing in your mission, passion, vocation, and profession. Okay. So for example, what is it that you love the most, or what are the things that you love the most, and you are skilled at, you actually are expert on it, or you can become an expert. So I'm also talking futuristic. So if the students have joined in, if adolescent children or teenagers have joined in, they can always skill themselves in that area. If they know that yes, this is something I want to do, then you have to get the right kind of expertise. Okay. And yes, it should bring in money as well. You should be able to get payment for it. And yes, if it helps the world, then nothing like it. It should definitely help the world. The more we think in a global perspective, uh, it really helps. It really changes a lot of things. The way we see things, it changes. Okay. Now let's understand what are the common Ikigai practices. Some of you must have already gone through Ikigai book and read the book and maybe seen it online on Google. But still, I will mention what the Ikigai practices are. Yes, you have to eat only when your stomach is 80% full. So it happens through practice. It's not like you will know immediately that how much you eat and then it is just 80%. And this is the concept of hara hachibu. So Ikigai is the overall concept, but inside there are small concepts, like one of this is hara hachibu, because this is directly associated to your health, your internal system. Okay. And how you can do that, achieve 80% full stomach, use small plates to serve food. So if you go to Japan, if you have had sushi food, you will see that the plates are really small and you just have 1 or 2 pieces on it. You have to just pick it and eat. So this actually, it's a bit psychological also. You have small plates, but if you have 5 items, you can put 5 plates, small plates, and it looks as if you are eating a lot. It gives you the feeling that you are eating a lot. So hence they use small plates. Daily light exercises. When I say light exercises, it actually does not mean that doing this is also part of it, but anything that keeps them moving. Okay, keeps them moving. It could be anything throughout the day. Gardening and farming. Yes, people who practice ikigai, or people who are living in Okinawa island, they are very close to nature and they nurture the nature. and their self. So nature is actually a very, uh, you know, it is something which is omnipresent, and it naturally nurtures your own self, your inside. So the more you are close to nature, I'm pretty sure people who travel to, when you travel, when you go for a vacation, people who really want to be with the nature, they have the best time. Not going and staying in some five-star hotel or some resort, but rather if you go to the mountains and live in a normal dharamshala, small cottages, or if you go to the sea or any place for that matter, you have to connect with the nature. Okay, so gardening and farming is one of the activities that they love to do, which they are trained to do from childhood. And also, even people who are 100 years more years, they happily go to to their lands, and they plow it. They do farming there. Primarily vegetarian diet, yes, and green tea, some kind of hot thing that they have. Green tea, everybody knows. Help people in the community who need it. It's called Muay. Muay. So Hara Hachibu is uh, the one of the concepts, and the next is Muay. See, this is very basic. You are healthy. At the same time, Muay is what? You are living in a community. So you are helping around. Okay? You have a general feeling of brotherhood. So I'll just give you a quick glimpse. I'm not, it is followed still, but long time back, what happened was from very childhood only, 4 or 5 children would be put together in terms, the community, in the community, those families will encourage those 4 or 5 children to always stay together. Whatever they do, they will do together. They will play together. They will study together, and that feeling, that feeling of camaraderie, community, it develops. They will help, they will share, and this grows. There are stories of people who have followed Muay for 90 years, so who have stuck together for 90 years. Isn't it amazing? So, okay, I want to also add that they also help people if somebody is in need of money or needs financial help, then they all contribute. The whole community contributes, and they help that person. So it is like it's never, the problems and challenges are not my own, but they become the challenges and problems of my whole community. The moment we start thinking like that, the problem starts to appear very small. It doesn't remain a problem. There is always solution for it, and it works wonderfully. Finding happiness in every activity as it is done with ease and with a sense of duty. So whatever you are doing, you are happy, satisfied. And yes, never ever retire. We are conditioned that after 60 we need to retire. No, not at all. Please don't retire. That is when your life starts. You can do anything that you want and wished for. Yes? Okay. Now, whenever these Ikigai practices are followed, what actually those staying in Okinawa, they have achieved, they are satisfied, they are content, they have very reduced negative emotions like jealousy, hatred. Companionship is there, feeling of friendship, companionship, feeling of brotherhood, very low illness and ailments. You will find that health, they are very healthy people. That's why they have long life here. We are not. You know that Dan Butner, a National Geographic reporter, identified 5 such regions across the globe, across the world, and he called them blue zones. And I think the number has increased. It's, I think, 7 or 9 now, that carry similar kind of phenomena of long life on and low disease, very good health. And these places, if I remember correctly, one is Okinawa, Japan. We have one place in California. Then we have Costa Rica. There is a place in Costa Rica, Greece, and I think another in Italy. So there are total 5. Okay, that was a small tidbit there. Okay, so this is kind of my last slide. But I always have this feeling that whenever we study any philosophy, any world philosophy, I always find the roots are there in our own culture, in our own heritage, in our own way of life. I don't want to say Hinduism, but yes, it is our Vedic culture and the things how they have been defined, and and I think it is more advanced, it is more highly developed as far as we understand it. And I also want to mention Mr. Rajiv Deshpande. He's a very senior person in Infosys. And luckily, I was looking for a parallel between Ikigai and something with our own culture. And he had written a small article where he said the four Purusharths, that is the object of human pursuits. I hope everybody of you know it is Kama, Artha, Dharma, and Moksha. So they together hold various energies that guide humans to do what they do. So, so there are parallels drawn to it, and let us see how it is drawn. So, whatever Ikigai says, whatever you want, whatever you love to do. So that means whatever you are passionate about. That is our Kama. Kama means our desires. Whatever we want to do, we like to do, we love to do. That is all our Kama. Okay, so one of your life goals is to be able to achieve what you honestly desire, what you are passionate about. And why I've mentioned job here, because it's actually Mr. Rajiv's content. So yes, thank you, sir. So here it's all in perspective with job, your profession. So if your job aligns with it, you have fulfilled the first condition of ikigai. The second is you are good at it. You are an expert. It is part of your skill set. So it becomes our dharma. So if you remember, for example, Arjun in Mahabharata, Arjun's dharma was what? Dharma was to be an archer, and he was the expert archer in it. Okay, that was his dharma. That was what he was supposed to do in the battlefield. And to understand it in a more contemporary terms, it is your natural inclination, what you are naturally good at, or whatever if you are trained in, then you become good at it. So if you are doing a job as per your dharma, so job as per your dharma means, for example, if you are, for example, a nurse and you want to help people, you are somebody who wants to take care of people, and you actually relate to it, you are very good at it, then it is your dharma. Okay, and that means you're one step closer to ikigai. Of course, you can earn money through it. So artha in Indian terms, in Bharatiya concepts, artha is a huge meaning to it. It's just not money. Arth is meaning. So money can be one meaning, there can be many more meanings. So a skill that helps you to earn money. If your job pays you well, then you have achieved your money aspect of ikigai. And last is what the world needs. So, and the society around you needs. So it is moksha. Moksha means liberation. Again, moksha is a very huge term, is a very high-end term, which is very difficult to contain in the scope of ikigai. But still, to understand, moksha is something when you feel liberated. So the moment you start understanding yourself and your life, that yes, this is who I am, this is what I want to do. So for example, you have seen so many people who become saints. They want to do that. But at the same time, we have modern saints like Sadhguru, like uh, Ravi Shankarji, who what they do, whatever they have learned, whatever they have achieved, they want to spread it across. Yes, so it is something like that. So, for example, if you become a teacher and you love being a teacher, you love interacting with children, with students, and you like giving away your knowledge to them, and you feel liberated while doing it, then that is your moksha. That is what the world needs, of course, and that is your moksha. So it's liberation, your spiritual values. It denotes all your activities you undertake to achieve purity of mind and soul through charity, noble deeds, meditation, self-realization, and eternal knowledge. Liberation from life and emancipation from samsara. This is the ultimate moksha, where we say we are free from the life and death cycle. So then we say we achieve moksha. That's the ultimate thing. But again, I have just added one aspect to it. All this cannot be achieved without karma. You have to do work. You have to do your karma. As per your Gita, karm is ultimate. You have to keep on doing. If you stop doing it, if you just think, if you just feel, no, you have to do it. You have to get up every morning and do the stuff. The more you do, the more it becomes your natural way of life rather than something very distant. Oh, I have to do something. Oh, I have to get up and do this work. No. So it should motivate you. So karma is most important. Okay. I hope you are also able to draw the parallels between ikigai and purusharthas. And I would really love and like people to always look deeper into whatever they understand and mean, because all the answers are there. It is just the question of seeking it and maybe allowing somebody to help you to seek it. Okay. So that's the end of my presentation, and I hope I've been able to deliver it. And the takeaways that I said initially, that you will learn ikigai, that you will be motivated to understand what is your ikigai, and probably from tomorrow you will be able to jump off of the bed each time and start thinking about your ikigai. Start actually researching, planning, and looking inside yourself to find your own ikigai. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. I'm just showing this slide again. If you have any queries around that, then please don't hesitate. My details are also mentioned in the slide. So even if you need any kind of guidance and counseling with your problems that I mentioned in one of the slides, any kind of problems for your professional problems, your personal problems, your psychological issues, your please feel free to contact us, and we'll be very happy and willing to help you and make you more self-aware and also help you find your ikigai. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you so much for such a great aspect of life. Like it's a different aspect of life, and everyone is not able to see it, according to me. So
Yes.
yeah, so by using the I want to conclude this. The overall you said. So I want to conclude this by taking one comment from our comments of Dinesh Singh sir, and he is our regular participant, and I just love the way he just gave the crust of this all presentation.
Yes,
So
please.
I
Please help
want
me.
to take, yeah. So he said, like, what I understand about ikigai, it is about passion, profession, and social life, which satisfied my life and give meaning to my existence in this world. And I think this covers all about what you said you covered in your
Yes.
presentation.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Dinesh
Yeah,
sir. That is what it is. And if you are failing anywhere, if you are unable to find your passion, if you are not excelling in your profession, in your mission, in your vocation, social life is something which is encapsulated with it. Whether you have a passion, whether you are in a profession, social life will be always there. You will have people around you with whom you are interacting. So yes, if you are able to combine and integrate all these four elements, then definitely you will find your ikigai. Yes.
yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So,
Yes, who
yeah,
else?
thank you
Please
so
ask
much,
me
sir.
questions. I'm so, please don't hesitate and utilize this time that you have. Please.
Yeah, there's one question, ma'am, from Mohan Kushagra, sir. Like, how
Okay.
to balance work life and wife?
I think Kushagra is, if I'm not wrong, he is one of my classmates only. And I think he's able to balance it quite well. So he wants to put me in a fix. But yes, see, the thing is, you have to respect each other. Life does not mean that you will not have fights. You will, then maza kahan hai? Where is the enjoyment if you are unable to put forward? But problem is people are intolerant. You are saying to me, I am saying to you. The moment this thing comes, everything goes down in the bin. Sab gadbad ho jata hai. Whatever you have built till now, it just crumbles up. So the more respect you give, remember, if you're angry, because why things happen, the balance bigarta kyun hai, why this balance goes to the rocks, it is because see, I'm now losing track of it, because whenever you are angry, you are agitated, you are irritated, you always hide your real emotion. If you've seen, if I'm bothered, I will always hide my real emotion, why I'm. So for example, Kushagra, you might be having some problem in your workplace. Something happened and you are not, you're very uh, agitated about it, you don't know what to do, you're trying to think about it, and then the moment you enter your home, your wife is telling you about some other problem and she wants to talk about it, or she's in a very happy mood, she's trying to impress you, she has made something and you are not relating to it at all, but you will not say that, yeah, please give me some time, I had a very bad day at work, give me that space, thank you whatever doing. We have to say these things. We actually stop that, and what do? Ja hato, I don't want to speak with you, get lost, or we'll say something very nasty. Actually we say very nasty things. I have also said, so I'm not a very saint, I have also done all these, but I learned, I try to change. The moment I see it is not giving me anything good, I'm having a very bad time with my wife or spouse or whoever, then I will gradually try to change it. So hopefully, Kushal, I'm able to answer your question. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. This next question from Richa Singh, ma'am. Like,
Okay.
what to do when your passion changes often? Like, if your passion goes on
That is
changes
the problem with
one
today's children also.
generation. Yeah,
I want to do skating today. Tomorrow I want to do learn guitar. Then I want to learn tabla. Then I want to dance. Okay, see,
yeah,
if you are able to invest time in any passion, go for it, try it out. There's no harm. You can be a jack of all, maybe not master of none. So pursuing any passion is not wrong, but then you have to be a bit smart and intelligent also, that whether that investment of your time and efforts is giving you that kind of return, in terms of like, क्या आपको अच्छा भी लग रहा है just क्योंकि my friends are doing guitar, I should do guitar. No, that should not be the case. Of course you can explore करो, but if it is not, if you are not finding the real happiness just to stay with your friends, if you are doing something, then please don't do it. Just be with your friends otherwise also. Not because you are into same thing. I please, if I have not answered you, or if you don't relate to the answer, please respond. Okay, I love all this interaction. I love their debates. So yes,
yeah,
who
exactly.
next?
We,
Yeah.
we all can see that you are loving these questions and you are love to answer those questions also.
Yes, yes. If
Yeah.
I can, if
Let
I have the answer, I will. If I don't, I'll say sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
So, ma'am, there's one more question related to this passion only, like from Priyanka Tiwari, ma'am.
Okay.
Are passions permanent? Don't they change? Do I have to feel passionate always?
No, no, no. See, passion has nothing to do with time. See, passion is something that you like. You can be, for example, you might be very passionate about music. You love to explore music, you like music, but maybe you will not like to hear to any music all the time, isn't it? So it's like, passion has nothing to do with time. But yes, if there is some passion, for example, problem kya hoti hai, even a bathroom singer today wants to become a singer, wants to become a professional singer. That should not, that connection with real reality should be there. If you're losing that reality, then it is wrong. But having multiple passions or not being passionate all the time, there are many people who actually don't have much interest. They are very happy with their routine life. Subah utna, bed banana and khana, nashta banana, khana khana. They don't understand playing music or coloring or doing something, you're meeting with friends, they are happy with the way they are. So that doesn't mean that they don't have the ikigai or they are not passionate. They like that work. To be in the routine is their passion. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, thank
Anybody
you so
else?
much. There's one question of Richa ma'am from Richa ma'am
Okay.
side, like, is it necessary कि कुछ करना ही है? I can't, like, I mean, I can't be satisfied by just being a housewife.
Of course. किसने बोला कि हाउसवाइफ कुछ नहीं करती? I
Yeah,
think
there are
house
so many comments
people
after
should
this.
take example from a housewife. Every person should become a housewife at least once. I think lockdown has taught everybody. Lockdown में काफी पुरुषों ने सीख लिया हाउसवाइफ होना क्या है, and I'm pretty sure they are little थोड़ा सा ही सही, but they are respecting their wife more, because even to manage a household, starting, it is not just a matter of putting food on the plate. It is thinking all the time about other people. You're not thinking about yourself, and then doing your own work in between those schedules. तो आपको अपना नहाना भी है, पूजा पाठ भी करना है, अपना व्हाट्सएप भी चेक करना है, या अपना कुछ अलग से भी काम करना है, लेकिन एट द सेम टाइम यू हैव टू ensure that your children have gone to school, their dresses are properly ironed and washed. एक चीज मेरे से तो अक्सर हो जाता कभी मोजा छूट गया, कभी कुछ छूट गया, क्या कर सकते हैं? When you are busy, when you are doing a lot of things this will happen. But then if you get bad vibes from people around you, then it is not right all the time. कभी कभी चलता है, but yes, even if you're a housewife, I think this is the best job. Please nurture your children, invest your time in children. If you are a housewife और आपके बच्चे नहीं ठीक निकले तो गलत बात है. ओके, आपके बच्चे बहुत अच्छे होने चाहिए. दे शुड बी वेरी मस्त, एकदम डिसिप्लिन भी हो, मस्ती वाले भी हो. योर चिल्ड्रन शुड बी ऑसम. So be a housewife, and if you are a housewife and are able to do some other profession, then nothing like it. So many females are doing, but it is completely up to you. If you are happy and satisfied with it, then. But I just want to add, Richa ji, that जब सब चले जाएंगे उसके बाद आप क्या करेंगी, उसके लिए अगर आपके मन में क्लैरिटी है, if you are clear about that, that when your husband goes to office, when your children grow up and they are doing their job and they are in some other cities, what will you do? Will you be happy being a housewife managing your household? Then very good. But if you feel that अरे फिर क्या होगा, that means you have not actually thought about yourself all this time. You should really think about what you like to do. Maybe then you can invest your time in something that you're passionate about, that you really like to do. Okay. Yes, anybody else?
Yeah. But firstly, I hope Richa ma'am is clear with her doubts. Like,
Yes,
if
please.
you have more than one passions, it's okay. If you don't have any passion, then it's okay also.
You have to go, you
Yeah.
have to be good at it also. आपको
Yeah.
उसमें अच्छा भी होना है. अगर आपको अपना
What
इकिगाई
you are
जगाना
doing.
है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आई हैव सीन देयर इज a very good friend of ours, and she's a housewife, she's a perfect housewife, and she loves gardening, and she has converted her whole terrace, everything, into beautiful plants and pots. That is her passion, and she is happy. If she doesn't water them once, अगर छूट जाता है उनको दिक्कत होने लगती है. तो that is the kind of passion and liking you should have, things that you really
Yeah,
like to do. Yes.
exactly, ma'am. So moving towards our next question is from Purushottam Thakur, sir. Like,
Yes.
my son is hyperactive. I'm
Oh,
always worried about his future. Can you advise me the way out? Like, how to help them?
कितनी देर में आंसर चाहिए सर? 1 मिनट का आंसर चाहिए? Because for that you okay. See, if you have a hyperactive child, then I think your child is very smart. Okay, he's very quick. He must be very quick. Yes, of course, he must be having some attention problems, but then you can seek a bit of professional help if you think so. And please don't be worried about your children kya banenge. If today is right, If today you are handling them right, if today they are in problem and you are able to address it effectively, then you should not worry what will happen tomorrow. The today should be right. If today they are misbehaving, if today they are losing interest in their work, in their studies, in their the things that they are doing, if today they are not interacting with you as a parent and child, today they are not talking to you, then it's a problem. Then it's a problem for future. So you should ensure that they have a social life, they have a good social life, they are able to talk with their friends. Even in corona, if they call and have a video chat, let them do it. Encourage them to do it. Don't allow them to spend time too much on gadgets. Please restrict them from gadgets. It is not their thing. So that is one big aspect which is actually spoiling the whole mental psychology of children. And they're losing interest in people, they are very irritated. So a lot of these aspects are there. And beautifully nurture them to find interest in studies, find interest in new things. They should be themselves so inquisitive कि मुझे अब ये जानना है, मुझे अब वो जानना है. And it should not be through Google. It should be between you and your son. It should be between you, your family. उससे जितने आंसर्स मिलेंगे ना, गूगल जरूर करें. आप भले गूगल करके उसका आंसर दें, लेकिन कम से कम बच्चे गूगल करें तो मुझे लगता है वो फायदेमंद होगा. और नहीं तो आप मुझसे अलग से सेशन ले सकते हैं सर, प्लीज, फॉर योर चाइल्ड. यस,
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. सो मैम, अभी मैं एक और क्वेश्चन लेना चाहूंगी जो कि निधि मैम का है.
हाँ प्लीज.
Nidhi ma'am is also one of our resource person, and I
Okay,
love to
okay.
take a question.
Please do.
Yeah, in order to achieve ikigai, is it that one should have perfection in their chosen passion or passions?
Yes, it will really help. If they are really good at it, they have to be good at it. ये नहीं कि अच्छा हाँ मैं कर लेती हूँ, मुझे आता है. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल टुडे एवरीबडी वांट्स टू बिकम अ राइटर, isn't it? Everybody wants to write a book, but
I think
everybody yes, because it has become very easy also to copy paste and to just do something. And no, I'm sorry, please don't take it otherwise, I'm sorry. Okay.
no.
But yes, there are a lot of things that we want to do just by seeing, because other people are doing it and we feel हमें लगता है कि हम कर लेंगे. Okay, so ikigai के लिए आपको जो भी whatever passion, whatever thing you love to do, you should be good at it. Without that you will miss that. वो हमेशा वो emptiness जो मैंने वो खाली जगह आपको दिखाई 1 2 3 4, वो रहेगा. You will be dissatisfied, you will be uncertain, you will be really uncertain, you will be empty. Okay, so you should have to be good at it. If you are, for example, if you are passionate about music, then you should be really good at playing some instrument or vocals. Yes, I hope I've answered Nidhi ji's question. Yes.
Yeah, I hope, ma'am. Okay, so I think the overall thing that I came to answer the whole PPT and the session is you have to follow your passion, but follow it when you are happy with it.
Okay, most of them are,
yeah.
I think. Yes.
Yeah,
Don't miss. Don't
there's
see. It has to help the world also. You have to think in a
Yeah.
more bigger perspective. ये सिर्फ ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए यार मुझे अच्छा लगता है तो मुझे ही खुश करेगा, नहीं. जो
Yeah,
मैं कर
exactly.
रही हूँ इससे किसी को फायदा भी होना चाहिए. जैसे अगर मैं गाना गा रही हूँ तो किसी को सुन के अच्छा भी लगना चाहिए, उसको स्टेज छोड़ के भागना नहीं चाहिए, है ना?
Yeah, don't be
It
a
is like
Jian.
that. Exactly. Okay,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
that
Yeah.
combination, that integration is very important. If you are unable to do that, there will be always gaps. You won't be happy, you won't be satisfied. सिर्फ बात passion की नहीं है, बात है you have to be good at it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to see that you are being paid for it. I want to just mention one thing. I think I missed it during my presentation. The Americans always turn everything, they Americanized it. They have also Americanized Ikigai as well in many. I've seen some videos and all, and their concepts are more like this is only how you can earn money. So the idea is not that. The idea is not that you are able to earn money. The idea is that you are able to achieve everything. You are able to join all the dots. Okay, some money is also coming, but it is making you happy even if it is less. It's not कि आपको फिर सारा फोकस आपका मनी पे ही चला जाएगा ना.
Exactly, ma'am.
समझ रहे हैं? हाँ, तो आपको you have to love it, you have to be you have to be good at it, you can earn money and at the same time it will do benefit for the world. वर्ल्ड के लिए जरूर सोचना है. वर्ल्ड से मतलब ये नहीं कि पृथ्वी, वर्ल्ड से मतलब लोग, पीपल, वी,
Yeah.
सोसाइटी. We kind of these days we are doing lot of things for society as well, but it is more for show and शोशेबाजी के लिए भी लोग कर रहे हैं आजकल, दान पुण्य.
जी,
ऐसा नहीं
exactly,
होना
ma'am.
चाहिए. Yes.
शो के लिए नहीं, खुशी के लिए
हाँ.
कीजिए,
हाँ,
ताकि
मतलब इन
आपको खुशी
जनरल
मिले और सबको भी
पीपल आर
मिले.
सो अनहैप्पी. आप बाहर देखो, हम खुश नहीं है, मेरे बगल वाला अड़ोस है, सबके मुंह लटके हैं, सब किसी से बात करो, स्टार्ट्स विद अ प्रॉब्लम, एंड्स विद अ प्रॉब्लम.
Thanks with the problem.
आप लोग बात करते हो आजकल, सारे कॉन्वर्सेशंस यही होते हैं. पैसे नहीं मिल रहे हैं तो काम नहीं अच्छा है, बॉस खराब है, घर में ये प्रॉब्लम है. अरे फिर जी क्यों रहे हम लोग, है ही क्यों? अरे इसी के साथ ही जीना है और इसी में खुश भी
Yeah.
रहना है. और ये तभी हो सकता है when we help others, when we understand others. Okay? मैं ज़्यादा बोल
Yeah.
रही हूँ. Okay.
No, ma'am.
If
It's just
any more questions, I hope we are. We have still time. I can take a few more questions if people are willing.
like we are end up with our questions, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Please
thank you
give
so much.
feedback. Please, I would love to have feedback also.
Yeah,
So please
sure.
encourage
Like
participants to give feedback. Yes.
we
Thank you.
need your
Thank you so much.
feedback, as your feedbacks are so important for us.
So they are asking,
Jasmine's
there is
question.
Jasmine's question. Please check.
Okay, sorry if I forgot to take those questions. Okay, the ma'am's question is, and my health is the reason I'm not able to move forward. Okay,
No,
ma'am. Okay.
actually, Shivalika,
Yeah.
it's
I get ma'am's question. Ma'am,
Okay.
the question is, ma'am, I think I know my ikigai is I'm doing MA in psychology and I want to become a clinical psychologist. But right now, myself not able. Sorry,
Not in a
I
good state of
myself am
mind.
not in a good state of mind, and
Okay.
my health is the reason I'm not able to move forward. And
Okay.
I'm really very sorry, ma'am. It's not intentionally, as there are so many comments, so
No, it's
I'm
okay.
really very sorry.
No, I get the thing that because of her health, Jasmine is unable to, give, be effective in her life. Yes, she's not able to achieve what she is supposed to
Achieve.
achieve. Yes. So see, we have to really look into it. Is it only your health? Because somewhere I think whenever our health deteriorates, you seem to be very young also, not very, you're studying. So there is something else. Health is just a external thing that you are seeing. Yes, Jasmine. So there is definitely something else, root cause, which is actually first affecting your health, and then maybe it is not allowing you to be effective in your life to achieve certain things. So if you address the root cause, I think your health will automatically uh, get better. Okay. I hope, I think I'm touching the right thing here, because health is something which always develops from not keeping yourself proper. When I say proper, physically and mentally, spiritually, in lot of ways, we have to keep ourselves spiritually, mentally, physically fit. सो यहाँ गड़बड़ है, यहाँ पे सब खिचड़ी पकी है, तो शरीर क्या कहेगा? आई कांट वर्क. शरीर में प्रॉब्लम्स, यहाँ दर्द, वहाँ ये मोटा वेट होगा, कुछ ना, आई विल स्टार्ट ओवर ईटिंग और आई विल स्टॉप ईटिंग. देयर आर एन नंबर ऑफ साइकोलॉजिकल sorry things that work. So it is very important, if there is an health issue, try to see what is actually bothering you. Okay, I'm pretty sure if you address that, your health will automatically become better. And I'm there if you really feel that yes, I've made a connection with you. You can always come and talk with me and consult with me. Okay, Jasmine.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for all your inputs and suggestions. Okay, I really welcome it, and it really helps us as individuals, as people who are working with people, to better themselves. So I really thank everyone.
Yeah, thank you everyone, and I hope I took everyone's question, and I'm really very sorry, Jasmine ma'am. It's just by mistake. And one more thing, like if you want to fill our feedback form, the feedback form and the certification form is in our description box. So just go to the description box and fill those forms. And one thing, like as Garima ma'am mentioned before, it is good for us if you fill the feedback form. Like
Yes.
your feedbacks are so important for us to improve and to uh, go ahead. So thank you so much everyone, and please go and fill feedback form. And the certification form is on completely voluntary basis. And if you like the session, so just like the video also, and share it to the many peoples, so everyone get to know about the concept.
And if there is any topic that you want to, know
Yeah,
more about, then you can also give suggestions, which topics you want more videos on. I will also try to present them if people are willing
yeah,
to know
sure.
some specific topic. You should add that.
Yeah, please add that too if you want some topic that we come again with the Meghna ma'am. So
Yes, please.
thank you so
Okay.
much everyone, and thank
Thank
you
you,
for
Garima. Thank
stay
you,
connected with
Shivalika.
us.
Thank you, all the viewers and listeners. Thank you so much. Okay.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you, ma'am.